Hi everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I will continue my Eevee cosplay. I will be making the dress, which is also my own design. I need to make my own pattern pieces as well. I hope everything will turn out perfectly and let's get to sewing. I hope you enjoy the video. I have right now the lining and the outer fabric, and I did something wrong on the first try, so that is the one I will be using as a lining. And right now I am first going to pin the top and the side seams, but I wanted to sew the top part as first, and then I will sew the side seams from top to bottom, and then hopefully it will fit, because I did something wrong with the pattern pieces, because these were the back pieces and I think I swapped them or did them upside down or something at the first try. So I hope it will all work out, and I will get to you when the top is all sewn together. It is now entirely bag lined, so I started out at the top, and then from there on, as I said, I sewed top to bottom on the both sides, and I also pinned like the seam allowances on both sides. And at first I was thinking to not sew the bottom, but then I thought I can like backline it. I think you call it backlining. And since I already had the pins over here as well, so it would be a nice that everything is matching. So yeah, I pinned this as well, and then I sew it from here to here, and I had those two red pins over there because this is where I left the gap to flip it inside out. And now all I need to do is get away with the leftover pieces and the little threads that are still hanging on there. And also I need to cut the corners so it won't be bulky in the corners. So that is everything almost for the top part, and now I need to make a collar, and I have something in mind. So what I had in mind, because I did want to make like a collar for Eevee, like Eevee has itself. Look, here's a little Lego piece like this thing. I want to represent that as well on the dress. So I sketched out a few pattern pieces which I thought I needed, and it is off shoulder, but I also don't want it to, well, get that irritating feeling on my arms or on my chest. So I think I do need to make like a normal rectangular strap, and on there I will sew the color with the faux fur. That is going to be the same white fur I used for the tail. And so yeah, that is what I will be making next. I will be making the entire strap, and once that is done I can sew it at the top, and then I can start the faux fur collar. This is the top part of the dress, and it seems like it is pretty fitting. Of course, I don't have a closing thing in the back, but I will work on that. I already made a strap which can go around my arms and around the top part, and that is all done. So that is what I will be sewing onto this thing next, I think, or I will need to make the closings. For the back, I did not find a zipper. I wanted in the first thought I wanted a invisible zipper, but the only invisible zipper that I could find was this one in the right color. So this is the zipper, if you can please focus. So it is the right color, but it is 25 centimeters long. So if I will put that on my back, and you can see it a little bit more than me. So I can try to put it on, but I don't know if that will work. And I also need to take into account that I also have to put a skirt on the top. So that's something I need to do as well. But I thought if the zipper isn't long enough, and I already had it on the top to kind of measure like if it is going to fit or not, and the top is a little bit longer than I expected because it is not a crop top, and I think I will make it shorter. I don't know because everything is already done. So I still need to think of what I need to do, but of course I will also be putting the skirt on the top itself, so that will also make it shorter. So I think I will leave it at that, and maybe I can put the zipper in while, you know, that is not the entire length of the top and it is a little bit on the skirt, but I don't know. But next to that, I was thinking if I won't be doing the zipper, then I found those cute buttons, and I really want them to put them on the back, and maybe with a little loop, because I never done a buttonhole. I never done that, and if I am going to do one, then of course I will be doing a little try-on piece, so I don't mess everything up. But if I do mess everything up, then I will make a little loop, so the loop can go on over the button. And this is what I found at the store, if you can focus. And it is a very stretchy, but it is a little bit darker brown, and I don't know if that will fit, and if I can sew it on sturdy enough that it won't just fall off or anything. So yeah, that's my plan for now, and I will keep you everything. I will keep you updated. So I hope everything will go fine. Yesterday I showed you almost everything of the dress, and I did not show the kind of color like. And well, this is the color. It is, I made it 5 centimeters by, well, 102, just to have a little bit of seam allowance, because it does not really need to be that wide. So yeah, I kind of measured, I held the measuring tape around my body and then checked like, oh, that is around, also around my arms, and it was like 89 centimeters or 99 centimeters maybe. So I wanted to have a little bit of more arm space, and it did not go very well because one side was sticking a little bit more up. So yeah, that cost me a little bit more centimeters, but for now it just fits. And I can move my arms, and this is stretchy, so that is very nice. And I do need to remind myself, I will pin this because the openings are on the back, because the back has the opening, and well, so it will go around me like so. And I do need to remember not to sew it down on the top part over here. So I do need to measure. I have the top, and this is going like this, and then this is the opening. So I need to pin the side of the collar thing. I need to pin it down, and then I think I must not sew this part, and that seems a little bit short for my arm. So I don't know how long I need to sew this part, but I will measure this again, and the center is going right here, because this is of course the center of the top, so that is also where I will be pinning it, and then I will pin around it, and I think I will stop not quite at the seam, but a little bit more to the front, and then I will do the same for the other side, and then this color is entirely on. I don't think I told it before, but I wanted to have the color, like the faux fur color, I wanted it all around my entire body, so also over my arms, and that is something I did not do. So I also made a singular pattern for the back, and those are just two little pieces next to the zipper, so those are only on my back. And as I showed you, the three spikes or something are on the front, so on the back side is also something with the faux fur color. I made a flutter sleeve pattern, and I used a normal t-shirt pattern, and then I made it a little bit longer. Then I drew some lines, and then I cut them open and widen them. So the middle one is 6 centimeters, and then next to that is 5 centimeter space, and next to that is 4 centimeters. So it is like almost evenly placed, and that was the pattern I came up with when I cut everything open. And this is the pattern I drew from that one, but of course the Eevee dress is off shoulder, so we don't need this part. So I traced it around here or something, and this is the pattern, which is the end pattern, and I did round those little pieces because, as you can see on this pattern, those are the pieces which will be sewn together, but I will not sew it together. And yeah, so this is going to be at the armpit, but I didn't want those to be sewn together, so that will be all hemmed like it is one giant hem, and the top part is going onto the collar, which is off the shoulder or around the arm. So this is my final off-shoulder flutter sleeve pattern. I'm very proud of it, and now I will sew everything out, and then I will hem it, and then I still need to make the collar, and the collar I will make from this same fabric, just a rectangular strip, and that is the piece I will be sewing this on. My first thought was to, as I said, hem the bottom of the flutter sleeve, but this was very narrow, and the first thought I had was to make it just one layer of fabric. But then I looked and I saw that I have loads of fabric left, so I do think I am going to sandwich the two and bagline it. So I will put it good side on good side, and then I will sew almost everything except this little part around the top, and then I can flip it inside out, and then I do not have to worry about the very, very narrow hem. And it was also at those little rounded corners, it was a bit hard, so I don't know if I could have made that a little bit better. If you have any idea, please let me know in the comments. But for now, I will cut out another layer of fabric, two actually, and then I can just sandwich those two and make it a lined sleeve. So why not? I also already made the sleeves. So these are the sleeves. I don't know if I filmed any of that, but this will be going on like this. And of course this is a little bit longer. I did that on purpose so I could have it more flowy instead of yeah, more flowy instead of like straight, just a normal sleeve. This is a skirt and it is still hanging, but I hope you can see it is not even at all. So that is what I still need to be doing. I need to figure out how I can do that nicely, because you can see this part over here is the part which was due to the hanging, because it is a circle skirt, of course. This is also my very first circle skirt I am ever doing, so I don't really exactly know how I will cut this nicely, but I think I'm just going and try to wing it to even everything out, and hopefully that will work, and then I can hem the whole thing. So that is going to take a while, I guess. So I thought I could wing it, but I did not. So I did the same thing to cut it out, and I measured it from this point all the way to the bottom at 50 centimeters, and this is everything that needed to come off. So I hope it will be okay now. And yeah, I will hem it, and that's going to be a pain in the butt, I think, because it's a lot of fabric. So it will take me some time. So I am hemming 2 at 1. So I fold one piece over and then I fold it over again, so you only have to sew it once, because this is a very long hem, and I don't even have enough pins for the entire hem. As you see, this is the point where I stopped pinning it, and all of that still needs pins, and that is the point where I started. So yeah, it doesn't even fit on the screen. But those are a lot of pins, and I don't even have enough for the entire hem. So I will start sewing that whole part, and then I will stop and pin the rest and also sew the rest. And I hope I have enough threads, because it is a very long hem. I was pinning the skirt onto the top, and then I had the top open so I can pin it more easily, and then I saw this. So yeah, this is not nice, and I hope I can fix it, and I probably will be doing it by hand, but I'm not sure, but it looks really rough. I'm very glad it is the inside though and not the outside, but yeah, it really is not looking good. I am very happy about how everything turned out, especially the zipper on the back, because it is an invisible zipper and it was only my third invisible zipper ever, so I'm very happy about how invisible it actually is. And yeah, I chose to not wear it off shoulder but on my shoulder because it's, I don't know, it feels a little bit better, and otherwise it would be hanging a little bit too much. So that is something I changed, as well as the faux fur color itself. But I really like it like this, and I stuffed it up a bit, and otherwise it would be a whole lot. So maybe if I will be doing Flareon or something, I will do a different design, and then maybe I will do it. But first, for this Eevee cosplay, I'm very happy about how everything turned out and how everything also fits together so nicely with the tail and with the belt and also with the ears, of course. So I am overall very happy about this. So thank you all so much for watching. I also wanted to give a big shout out to all youth records. I will link them down below because I got to use the stuff again. Remember, here we do it ourselves. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!